Hello, Assalamu alaikum. So today we are going to discuss one of the question from the topic of the graph of functions, and it is from the year 2020 paper 4 MA1 to HR. So the statement says that complete the table of the values given for y is equals to half x cube minus 2x plus 3. So since the variable is having maximum power 3, so it means it's a cubical function, and the best part is that the table is already given in which some values of y are there and we need to complete the rest of them. So it's a simple and quick calculations. We will simply use the calculator for that one. Let me open it here. Yes, so we will simply type in the function, that is half x cube. X cube means that if I want to find out the value of -2, this one, in the place of x I will write -2. So in the bracket I will write -2, and since it's cube, so I will write cube, and then it's -2 times x means again -2, and plus 3. So this will give me the first value of the table, which is equals to 3. So this would be 3, and instead of writing it again, I will simply use the same function and I will replace my value with -1 because my next value is -1. So I will simply replace it with -1 and the whole function remains as it is. Rest the calculator will do the calculations. So it's 9 by 2 or simply 4.5. So I can write 4.5. Since 0 is already given, so now I have to find out for 1. So I will go same in the function in my calculator, and if I return it once, it will give me direct answer. 3 upon 2 is 1.5. So this one is 1.5. Last value is 3, so I will simply plug in 3 here now, and I will see what's the answer I'm getting for the last value of the table. That is 21 upon 2 is 10.5. So my first part was easy. It was just based on the calculations in which the function is given, table is given, you need to just plug in the values and you have to find out what is the answer. Okay, now moving on towards the B part, they are saying on the grid, draw the graph of the function, and it's the same function is given above, and the range is -3 to 3, and the best thing is that the axes are already drawn. We just need to plot the values. So the first one is -3, -4.5. So -3 is here, and -4.5 would be in between -4 and -5, somewhere here. So that would be my first point. And if you want to see the next one, it's -2, 3. So x is -2, y is +3, I guess. Yes, so -2 is here, and if I move here, it is somewhere here. So these are the 2 points which we have done till now. Next one is -1, 4.5. -1 is here, and 4, and the mid of this one would be approximately here, -1 and 4.5. So if you want, this is the -1, and I'm going to the center here, and at the end, if you want, you can erase the dotted lines as well. And in the graph, you have to always do the working with pencil so that you can erase it. Okay, next is 0, 3. So x is 0 and y is 3. So this is my 0, and if I move ahead to 3, this is my point. So I will erase the dotted lines now. Yes, these are the points. Next is 1, 1.5. So x is 1 here, and 1.5 means a bit above here. Now I can erase my dotted lines. I'm just telling you this technique, that this technique can be used in the exams as well by using the pencil, and you will get the exact coordinates. 2, 3. So 2 is here, and if I move above, it has to be 3 here. So now I can erase it. Yeah. Last is 3, 10.5. So 3 here, and moving on to 10.5 would be moving above from here, and 10.5 would be the midpoint here. So now since I have done the plotting of the coordinates which were already given in the table, I will just simply join them, and always remember it has to be a smooth curve, and for that you need to memorize this thing, that the cubical function is always in the shape of this one. So it's just for your understanding, and even our points are coming like this. So if you want, you can rotate your page or image, but make sure that your curve has to be smooth. So I'm going to draw it like this, and even I'm turning my page in such a way that I get a curved form. So the more smooth the curve would be, the more convenient it would be to get your correct answers. So always try to make it in the form of a curve like this, and then moving back, I will draw it in the form of a curve from above like this. We'll try curve, yes. So this is the smooth curve I'm getting for this one, and that's how my second part is complete of drawing the graph, and gives me 2 marks. Right, now the C part, it says that by drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, find an estimate of the solution of this equation, half x cubed minus x plus 4. But if I see my function in the graph, it is for half x cubed minus 2x plus 3. It's 2x plus 3. So if the function is given and you have to solve another equation from that function or from that graph, so the best technique is to identify the common part in both the equations. So I can see this one and this one is the common part in both of them. So in both the equations, I will make this common part the subject. So if I use this equation, I will use half x cubed is equals to x minus 4. I have made this one subject, and if I work on this one, I will get half x cubed is equals to 2x minus 3, because this whole equation was equals to 0, and this whole equation was basically equals to y. So this will be 2x minus 3 and plus y, because it's already there. Now since these two are the common parts, so we can compare these two equations and we can develop a linear equation, right? X minus 4 is equals to 2x minus 3 plus y, and if I further solve it and further arrange it, it would be x minus 2x minus 4 plus 3 is equals to y, or simply it would be minus x minus 1 is equals to y. So basically we need to plot this straight line on the graph, and whatever is the point of intersection of this line, I will get my solution for the other equation. So for that, what we need to do is we just need to see that for what domain or range we have to draw the table, so that we can draw it on the graph. So the best trick is to use the same range and the same domain which is already given for the question. Is given from minus 3 to 3, so it's better to take 3 values always, one negative value, 1 0 and 1 3, and we will apply this one on this equation, that y is equals to minus x minus 1, so that we can have a straight line. So again, I will use my calculator for that one. Let me open it. So my function is minus x minus 1. So minus x means for first value it's minus 3 and then minus 1. So the answer is 2. So the first one it's 2. Next I have to place 0. So I will use the same function, but I will place 0, and my answer is negative 1. And then I will place positive 3, and I will get my answer negative 4. So these are the coordinates I need to plug in. Minus 3 and 2. Minus 3 and 2. Let me use a green line. Minus 3 and 2. Minus 3 negative, 2 positive, this one. Next is 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 x 0, y should be minus 1 somewhere here. And the last one is 3 minus 4. So x is 3 and y minus 4 means somewhere here. So by joining these points, if you want, you can, for the start, you can join it with the dots like this, and then at the end you can join it with the scale, the form of a straight line. So this is the straight line we are getting, and he's saying that find the solution. So solution is basically the point of intersection. So point of intersection, if I see here, this one is the point of intersection. So for that I need to just see at which point they are intersecting. So it's somewhere between -2 and -2.5. So I will give my estimated answer to be -2.3. So I will say that the solution of this one is x is equals to -2.3. That's how you solve it, and that will be the end of the question, which will give you total 6 marks. So I hope the concept is clear.